Okay guys, so I just got back from the dentist to expect my voice to kind of be off a bit. But I had this video idea. I wanted to make a video before my dad got home and made everything loud because he makes dinner in the kitchen and stuff. So I'm just gonna make it now. Pardon my voice. In any case, the topic of this video is mell0's 10-minute win rate. How much of it is up to his control and how much of it isn't. My hypothesis going into this was that mell0 mostly got screwed over by luck. Like, there are some people who think, oh, mell0 chokes in tournaments, or mell0 loses because he plays punish game, like blah 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 blah. Or, oh, mell0's not good at the game. He's one of the best players on the site in my opinion. But I wanted to go over all of his games and really see how much of his losses are his fault. So this game's a win. Liberals win. Nothing more to really say. And mell0 is liberal. There's only 2 wins. He only has 2 wins out of 10 games, which is interesting, but I mean, we're gonna see why that is pretty soon. But yeah, liberals win. Nice job. Go mell0. Good job. This game, he has this game is kind of unfortunate. 1-5's legit RRR. Deck ends up being a 4B total. Counting that 6 would later drop. And again, the problem here, at this point, is that it's a 4B deck. 1, 2, 3, 6 are touchers. So it's like if 1 has and 2, 6 is a conflict. 6 got RR and he ims 2 fascist. Okay, so 6, 2 is a conflict. So what 5 is asking himself is in 1, 2 X or 1, 6 decks. Usually, blues are played in those lines early on. In lines where 1, 5, 2, 6 has 2 fascists, it's usually a blue spam kind of game. So if 1's fascist, why isn't he spamming blues? Why would he drop? So, I mean, the answer would have to be like him being Hitler or something. And if 2 is fascist with 1 being liberal, okay, never mind. So if 2 is fascist with 1 being fascist, 2 is an underclaiming RBB and neither is 3. The only reason you'd want to play a red and claim RRR is to take invest, which is what mell0 did. So on deck alone, mell0 already doesn't have many lib lines. It's kind of hard for him. He almost kind of has to claim that 1, 6 are 2 liberals or 1 is Hitler, and he dropped because he's Hitler and doesn't know who his fascists are. But that would make 2 CNH, so pick 2 anyways. It's a hard job for him to do in this game. And what else? I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. I mean, mell0 kind of has to claim that 1, 6 are both liberals and 1 of 2, 3 underclaimed RBB or something, or a nat 4B or something of that nature. It's a hard case for him to make, but maybe if he had really good chat this game, he could have done it. But you'd have to have perfect chat, perfect gameplay, and that's a tough ask. Especially since there are people who I don't know. Sale is also caps locking in this game as well. So it's and so is 7. It's my gosh. You have all the libs caps locking in this game, including 2, 3, 7 pretty much all did it. Come on. So it's all the libs are caps locking. Deck is pretty shit for fascists. I mean, not much more to say on this one. I mean, maybe if he plays perfectly, fascists have a shot. But I mean, I don't think he played bad. I think he played pretty well. He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't play I don't know if he played good or bad. I didn't read all of his chat, but he certainly didn't play that bad. It's definitely not like you can't really blame him for this. It's just a shitty situation. Maybe if he plays perfectly, he can pull off an impossible win. But I mean, you don't expect Fascists to win in this game state with the way Liberals are talking and just how the deck and like game played out. It's not happening. Just not happening. Hitler was never really involved in the game. Kind of unfortunate. But this is probably the game he has the most like responsibility for in Tournament 4, which says a lot. Like, because this game, he's Fascist again, and 2-6 legit RRR and 2-6 lines, no other Liberal finds, and, I mean, lights out pretty much. 1-4 plays over 1-3, yep, ouch, ouch, and Liberals always find. Nothing you can do here. Nothing. It's just a loss. Oh yeah, so Gabe outed the Brule in this game by stalling because Robbie like did a meme claim or something, and he stalled for 2 minutes and demanded proper claims. So Gabe outed Liberal in the game, and as a result, 1-3 happens, pre-HD loss, the re-outed Liberal, not for his fault. That's pretty much it. Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah. So, 2-minute stall, according to one. Not really more to say of this game. 3-outed Liberal, pre-HD win. Doesn't really impact anything. I mean, it does impact him, but it's not mell0's fault that he lost this game. So we can go over this one. And this game is just unfortunate. 3-5 hated each other this game. So you have a lib conf. I mean, like, you have very good odds of winning. But I'll show you where it all goes downhill. So, like, I'll go slow through this game. So, like, RRB, BBB claim from 2, RR, RBB, and then RRR. And 1 and 6 lib. 3 and 5 end up fighting each other. But then look at this. 2-7 RBB. And then 7, I don't know who they are. There's some like mid-level player, I think. I think they're an old player. I haven't seen them in a while. But they end up claiming RB on this gov. And it's like, why are you doing this to your Hitler? I mean, I just got the screenshot, but it's like, so I wouldn't have to scroll up the chat, but I mean, it's like 2-7 just outed Fascist and 1 6 lib. So congrats. I mean, Hitler's outed now. 7's outed now. So the Heil win rate is gone. Shoot lib win rate is gone. And SC Fascist win rate is gone. Since 6 is confirmed lib. Fascists have nothing to play for after what 7 just did. Nothing at all. And this was, you know, a very high win rate game. I mean, like, 5-1 was lib RRR. Just really crazy kind of play from the table. I mean, not the table, from 7. Like, that's just a blatant throw. Like, why would you even want to, like, you seriously think Hitler's going to, like, underclaim RBB with you into RRB? What the fuck? And it's like, this guy is definitely not a special level player, by the way. He was, like, green, I remember. And he's just being sent to, like, the Wolves for some reason. Maybe he was a substitute. But definitely not for his fault. So yeah, 2-7 outed Fascist. 6 ended up getting SC. And then, get this, Hitler's outed. Nothing more to do besides Liberals winning. Okay, so we have Tournament 4 done. mell0 won 1 game and lost 4. And, like, really only 1 loss, which was this one, is kinda, sorta, maybe if he played perfect, he has a chance at winning, but Ouch. And then Tournament 5. These are really the only 2 tournaments that we have like results for according to the player stats. So I think he might have played in like another one, did pretty well. I forget, but whatever. I'm just gonna go over this one. So yeah, in any case, we have a new game. I kind of paused for a bit. Let's just see how this one ends up. So mell0's goes 1-4. I think he wins this game. He won the first game of both tournaments. Yeah, this is a fastest win, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, so this is the fastest win. Good job, mell0. Good job, Tom and Benjamin. Okay. And this game is a liberal win, but like 2-6 RRB. Oh yeah, 2-6 is an RRB conf, which is, you kind of have to do it. RRB, RR conf, 2-6. And 4 IMs, 1 lib, don't know why. Maybe out on cuckoo win rate, but like a liberal's getting SC anyways, so like why would you want to give like fascist a free shot? I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, freaking read 7 liberal this game, not because of anything 6 did. So, at least not to my knowledge, so like you can't really blame mell0 if like one liberal finds another liberal and they win off that. Like, what are you supposed to do? 3-4-6, 3H is a shitty line, and yeah, liberals ended up winning. Not much you can do there. So yeah, like he's getting really shitty lines in most of these games. This game is probably his worst game of the tournament. Well, actually, nah, it's okay. I think it's fairly bad actually, but like not that bad. RRB. Let's actually slow play this one. Let's not speed through it. 1-5 RRR. 2-6 RRR double drop imp lib. 3-4 1-2-3 ya. 4-7 2-4-6 ya. RRB blue. Nice job on 7 by the way, 9 to 5-7. 6-1. He outs 2 on cuckoo. 5 gets SC. 5-7 plays RRB. And then what happened here is 3 called 4 liberal, and so did 5. Like, there's not much you can do here. 3 calls 4 lib, 5 called 4 lib, 3-4-5 is not the fucking line. 1 5's RR, 2 6's RR. So unless you want to overrule Benjamin 172 and liberalistic or liberalist, which I think are 2 good players. You know Benjamin is. I think liberalist is as well. I mean, you kind of just have to do 7-4, and he did, and he lost. So yeah. You can make that 3. I forgot that, but in any case. Like, not that bad of a game. Really not that bad. He just did, like, he found 2 liberals and he just played off of them. He even said that's what he was doing in the chat. He said if 3 calls 4 liberal, then, 3-4 and 2 fascist, I'm just going to pick 4. And he did. And, well, 3 was wrong. Now, like, you don't have to play that way, especially when you're as good as him. You can make your own reads, but, that's hard. This game, I think, is probably his worst game of the ones I'm reviewing. 2-4 RRB, 3-7 RRB. And this is what I don't like about this. So it's 147. 1-5 is legit RRR, but you're given a blessing in 2-4. But Tyrock says he wants to yaw 3-7. So, because 2-4 passed with a lot of yaws, it normally doesn't. And 3-7 passes is blue. I thought 3-6 played, but I was actually confused in my notes. But anyways, 4-1. Why is mell0 picking 1? It wasn't a misclick. He just throws Gov to 4-6-2, I guess, but then yaws, which is like kind of a line of a... I mean, look at this. This is really NSF from 7th. I just played really no shame here. But 4-1, why not just go 4-2? Because now 6-2, 2-3, 3-6 can play, and it's a lib triangle. That's just not good at all. And 2-4 plays RBB, and 3 gets into the game. Maybe if 2-4 was RB, 3 might not get into the game, but he probably does, since it's like not giving imb isn't really a big deal. 7 yaws 3 by mistake. Not by mistake, he's Hitler, he doesn't know. And I think once 3-7 is blue though, you should know 3 is not your fascist, and you should just 9. But yeah, 3-6 RR, 4 is imb fascist, disaster, and 6-2. So I mean, it's like, all of this could have been avoided. Of course, it's RBB, so you probably still have a lot of loss con anyways, right? Even if, like, you do play, like, well, yeah, it's still a hard-fought game. But, yeah, okay, it would be 3 blues of RBB, up RR odds next, but 4-1 there is so bad, I think. It's like 4-1, you throw Gov, and you allow 6-2, 2-3, 3. Like, you need to get reds down somehow. And you just really delete yourself in the game, which is just not the move, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, I mean, that was his decision. And it's just a poor one. So this is probably his worst throw of the tournament, is going 4-1 in this game. But it's 1-4-7, and 1 gets RRR. 7's out of the game entirely. It's a low win rate. What can you do? Go 4-2, and then you have a fighting chance, but still, it's probably liberal favored. And then this game, this is just a Pingu carry. 1-5 RRB, 2-6 RR, 5-1 RBB, which is a BBB underclaim, by the way, if you didn't notice. And yeah, so 4-5 plays RR, 4 imbs, 1 lib, and 1 is much better at the game than 4 is, so he can read 4 pretty easily. 6-2 conflicts, 1 gets SC. Maybe 6-2 RR try for SC5 is better, but that's like not in mell0's control. And yeah, 1 reads 4 lib, and then they win the game. TD. Like, again, not much that mell0 can do if 1 reads 4 liberal. Like, normally, like, when 1 gets SC, the win condition is 1-5. So, yeah. I mean, really, like, this is not his fault. 1 just read another liberal lib. What can you do? It's Pingu reading 4 lib. Like, and 6-2 is the only, like, conflict in this game. It's like 1-3-4 could all be liberals, for example. There's no reason why they couldn't be. So, it's not like mell0 lost his conf, so 4 gets picked. I mean, 3 did try to attack 4, you kind of have to. If you want to set up 1-5, but like, I mean, like, really, that's not his fault. So it's like, out of the 10 games he's played in tournament, there's the one where he could have, like, there's this one right here that he had a chance to maybe make a difference because 5-2 happened in HZ, but he'd have to play like the best SH of his life to like avoid 5-2. It's such a difficult task to get like anything besides like a liberal win here when like you have 3 liberals caps locking and 1 getting legit reds and 4 never touching at all. It's a hard task. Even like Pingu couldn't get Heil that game, and he's one of the best. There was this game where mell0's simply just said, ding, bing, bing, bam. So it's like, what can you do? mell0 correctly read 3-4 is not fast, and 3 and 5, 2 liberals lived 4. Very hard to not just pick 4 in that game. Very, very hard. So he did have a choice, but like 3 and 5 are 2 good players. Like what are you supposed to happen? And this game right here, I think 4-1 is a throw. You shouldn't throw Gov in this spot because you need reds you need to get the second red down. You just need to. 7 is not getting back in play. So like if you throw Gov here, like you know 7's not playing. So now 2 fascists are out of play and there's only 1 red down on the board. So like what are you playing for? I mean, just not good gameplay, in my opinion. So I think this is really the only like major throw, and to be honest, right, it's 1-4-7 and 1 gets legit RRR. Sure, 2-4, 3-7 happened, but like 2-4 happened, sure, but 3-7 happened after, which kind of like makes 2-4 like not as much of a victory for fascist. And it's like, I mean, it's still probably lib favorite even if mell0 goes 4-2 and plays his reds. That's the thing. And is 4-2 even like, let's just say hypothetically, yeah, 4-2 was RRB, so he could have played a red. And then done something like Im2 fascist, and that forces 7-3, 3-5, or 3-6. And then you have a game where you get Hitler zone, Dice gets to play at least. He has odds of getting SC. So let's just imagine for a second this deck if 4 went 4-2 and RRR'd. So, okay, so an Im2 fascist, 1-5 RRR, 2-4 RRB, 3-7 RRB, that's 2B. If he went 4-2 here, Im2 fascist, then let's say at this point, so 4-2 RRR, Im2 fascist, sure. So we'll just imagine that it's 2 blues played and not 3, and that HZ is next. Is this, what's the next up? Is it RBB? This is RBB, so 7-3 would be RBB. So let's say 4 went 4-2 and Im2 fascist, 7-3 would play next. And 7-3 would be RBB. And then 3-6 RRR, 7's open for either Heil or Resi. Now granted, if 4-2 played, then the deck would start with 3 blue policies instead of 4, which would mean there are more blues in the second deck, which would mean that maybe liberals would find on 3-6 or 3-5. So, you know, like you can't say for sure, oh, it would be RRR and 7 would get SC or Heil, but it's still pretty fucking likely considering that, like, it was RR to begin with in this deck. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the deck, like, the site coding works, like, but it's like, you have good win rate. You have 38%, and then you have on top of that liberal getting shot win rate. All kinds of shit. So it's like, you're approaching 50% win rate if you go 4-2. Just do it. I mean, I think this is like his one throw of the tournament. And in my notes I said that this was low win rate, but I think 4-2 into Fascist on a deeper look is actually pretty high win rate for Fascist. So it's like, come on. I mean, just like really, like when you're Fascist, you just need, at the end of the day, like you want to balance to a degree, like looking lib versus getting reds down. But fundamentally, you cannot win if you do not get 3 reds on the board. And when you throw Gov as seat 4 and 7 is locked out of the game, how do you get your 2 reds? You're basically banking on 2 liberals getting RRR, which is just, I mean, that's not a viable play. It's just not. Like, you got 1 liberal getting RRR, nice. And then you lost pre-HC. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah. Yep. Well, yeah, this is kind of his only throw of the tournament. So, yeah, I mean, he's played 10 games in tournament according to S player stats. In tournament 4 and 5 he played, and then he took like a massive break. That's what the player stats told me. And he was playing in this tournament as well, and then he DQ'd, but he didn't get any games, so can't count those. So it's like, people are like, oh, mell0's not good at the game in tournament. mell0 chokes under pressure. mell0 plays really bad, like, or mell0 loses because he like punish plays or something stupid or some like I've heard all of that shit, and really, I don't think that's true at all. I think he just got insanely unlucky. Most of these are bad Fascist lines, or simply like one liberal getting SC and then reading another liberal lib. Like, what can you do? Like, these are not very competitive games, and most players in this spot would lose them. I think, and he does have some carries of his own too. Like that 1-3-7 game at the start of tournament 5. Like, getting SC here is impressive. 2-6 RBB. 3-7 RRB. Like 3-7's RRB, RR conf, and so 1 loses Gov on 1-4. He is out of the game. 1 is out of the game. 2-6 plays. 3-7 is a fast conf. And liberals are now triangling. Like, this is so bad. This is so bad. Of course, you get lucky with the RRR. To be fair, you did. But 4 is a non-toucher, and he's into lib. And he's a 2K good player. Okay? And on top of this, since 3-7 is a fast conf, your fascists can't SC you. So you need to convince 3 liberals. You need to convince 2 liberals, actually, since 6 and 4 lib. You need to convince 2 liberals to SC you. And these two liberals are, like, they're good players, dude. Like, and he does. Great job, dude. Like, this is an incredible game. This being a win, I think this is really a testament to how good he is. Like, when mell0 gets opportunities, he makes the most of them. Because most players, if you put most players in seat 1 this game, assuming they went 1-4 and did all the same shit, and it's like the SC discussion, most of them lose SC to 4 or 5 every single day of the week. He got it. He got it. So you know what? This is a great game. And I think it's a great example that, like, when he has the opportunity, he can play very, very well. This was also a liberal win. I don't know how much influence he had over it. Kind of seems like he just chilled out. 3-6. 5-1, RBB. Yeah, that sucks for Jimmy. And then imp lib, z. Yep, only Libel can get a C now. And then Eon, libs win. Cool. So he didn't have, like, I mean, he FC'd a lib. That counts for something, but, like, there's no real world that a fascist should get a C in this game. So this game's kind of the same thing. mell0 got, like, this is kind of the opposite of what we've been going over. mell0 got kind of lucky that fascists got shit lines. But it's like, I mean, 137, 1 gets 9'd, and then 3-7's a fash conf because Hitler's 3 is such a shitty line. Like, the fact that and of course, like, cool, 2 libs tanked, but, like, the fact he was able to pull that off is just fucking incredible. I mean, I think it speaks volumes to the fact that he's actually a good player in tournament, and that these people who are saying, well, mell0 cracks under pressure, mell0 doesn't play good, mell0 blah 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 blah, mell0 can't perform in tournament. Like, this is like Maxi was im's lib non-toucher, and like 5 is term locked. Also not really like a toucher either. I mean, kinda. Did he play? Yeah, he did. Okay, 5 got RR, right? Wait, did he? Okay, I forget what happened, but like, yeah, 5 didn't touch until now. Let's equal to 5 GD. So it's like, this is really just incredible that he was able to get FC. Like, the fact that he was able to keep cool, somehow sheep some of the best players in the history of the game into SCing him in the spot, I think it just really, this game alone should just shut all the doubters up. I mean, there's a lot of really, like, unlucky bullshit, but this is, like, top level SH. Like, you can't get much, you don't get higher than this level of SH. And he, like, carried. He hard carried a game that fascists should never win, in theory, or almost should never win. Well, I guess, like, yeah, pretty much. It's like, this is incredible. So, again, don't diss mell0. I mean, people read way too much into tournament performance when they discuss who's the GOAT, who's good, who's bad, who's good at the game, who's not good at the game. Like, come on. Tournament games, there is so much fucking variance. Like, we've all had win streaks where we've won 10 games in a row, and we've all had loss streaks where we've lost 10 games in a row. It doesn't mean fucking shit. Like, you can have one of those streaks in a tournament. There's no reason you can't. And people like to read into it and go like, oh, he's not good at the game. Oh, he's inflated. Oh, he can only sheep greens. Yeah, I don't see any greens in this lobby. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just frustrating. And I actually have a good tournament performance, but like, it doesn't really mean much. It just doesn't. So, yeah, people like to hype up their tournament performance whenever they get into like a shit-flinging contest about who's the best player, who's better. Am I better than you? Am I not? Well, look at my tournament win rate. Look at how many times I've won. Look at how many times I've gone top 3. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't. You have a very low sample size. You can look at the quality of the gameplay, and most of the time it's very good. So that's all I have to say. I hope that people like shut up a bit about like tournaments representing how good someone is, how bad someone is. But no, that will never happen. I do quite good in the tournaments, and like people still I get haters still to this day. It doesn't really matter. Like, people will find whatever reason they can to shit on like each other, but like, if you're trying to like objectively determine who's the best at the game, tournament like win rate isn't a good way to do that. Because like, you could put Pingu, if you gave Pingu or like Dev or whoever like mell0's like luck in these tournaments, they would get destroyed. And that's just how it is. Because most of these are pre-HZ losses. You can't do shit. So it's like, again, it's like, oh, he's scored some of the most points out of any player in the history of SH. Okay. Cool. So is Chopin. But if I play Chopin, you know what I mean? Like, if Chopin sits in a lobby with like 2100 players, he's gonna get destroyed a good portion of the time. And that's not to say he's bad. He's a solid player, like 1800. But like, he's not like the best player on site, which tournament win rate had him as for a while. So again, don't read into this shit. It's stupid. It's just so stupid. Thank you and goodbye.